I just picked this up from Harbor Freight, my favorite store. It's the 10-ton hydraulic log splitter. We're gonna open it up, show you what it is, how it looks when you open it up, and how it works. Now, it's not a professional review. I'm a regular user. I got a bunch of wood I need to split. And before I show you that, these are just all the specs on the item. It is very heavy. I'm gonna say over 50 pounds it weighs. Pretty heavy. So that's all the wood we have to split. I just put it around the tree for storage. It's a lot. And we're gonna test it out to see how hard or how easy it is to split a log. I'm just didn't want to get anything fancy because this is the only wood I need to split. Once in a blue moon I may need to use the split wood that I get from let's say a friend of mine is doing a project. He may be knocking some trees down, and I'll take the wood and I'll use it for my outdoor pit. So this will allow me to split the wood so that I can get a nice fire going in the summer or winter. So that's the wood I got to split. Just in case you need to know the box size for maybe you're putting it in your trunk or something, it's about 43.5 inches long by almost 10 inches wide and 12 inches here. And it's really heavy. So let's unbox it, open it up, see how it comes. All the specs on the box will be in pictures at the end on a slideshow, so you can check that out. Be able just to lift the box up. Awesome. That was easy. I'm hoping there's not much to put together. The less we have to do, the better. Manual, I have this at the end. And the actual item. Son, can you help me pull this out? I think this is the whole item. All right, grab it. What do you want to grab it? Put that down. Got wheels. Let me lift it up. Ooh, man, this thing is way more than 50 pounds, that's for sure. Pull the box out. This thing is heavy. Maybe 100 pounds. That thing is heavy. Has a piece of wood in the box. That's it, nothing else. I don't think there's anything else in the box. And I thought it came with the handles to okay, so this is to loosen it and to tighten the pressure. I thought I would have to do it with a screw. I don't see the handles. Hey son, where are they? Maybe they're, oh, here they are on the side. Oh, that's cool. So son, let me show you something. So before we get to the poles, let me just take a measurement. Son, can you hold it at one end? End to end, hold it here. It's about 42 inches. This is just for people who are looking for storage. And I'm gonna say 10 inches tall. Is it the same here? 10 inches tall here. These are about 11 inches. These things right here, they stick up 11 inches. The actual area for putting a piece of wood, so I guess the piece of wood can only be 19 inches long. That's 19 inches right to the tip of the V-shaped splitter. And then this thing here is about 7.5 inches. The area where it sits at. I'm sure it can accommodate anything wider, but we'll try a few big pieces. So now it was odd, son. I was wondering where the poles were. Can you find the poles? Those poles that are in the box, that picture? See that? Can you find them on here? No, they're not in the box. Just look at them. I didn't even realize it. You found them. Very good. Okay. So those are the actual poles that you put in here. Let me just show them one. So this is the handle here itself, and this is the actual pole. It's pretty hollow. The actual measurement of these things, don't use them right now. Son, can you hold it over here? This side. Hold it to the end. Okay, the poles themselves are about 36. About 36 inches. A little over 36 inches. 36.25 long. And the thickness, this is just for people who want these measurements. Some people do. About 3/4 of an inch thickness. And the storage area, that's pretty cool. It goes underneath there, so you can put it away. I didn't even realize that. Right underneath here, there's an opening. Wait. How did you come? Oh, you came that way. Sorry, wrong side. Right there. In the front there, see that right there? That's the holes where you put them in. You slide them in, that's where you store them. That's great. And there's a, yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a little notch at the other side that it sits inside of, which is pretty cool. To keep the poles from, we don't want them to be loose when we're storing them, you know, like this. So there's a little notch here where the pole, where the opening end goes into. So let me see if I can get you a close-up look of that. So as you see there, there's a notch right there. So you go where the opening is, right? The pole is, it's a hollow metal heavy-duty pole. And it goes into a little notch right there. And that way, it stays pretty stable. Doesn't go anywhere. And then for storage, you just could stand it up. You don't even have to have it sitting down, which is pretty cool. So you can put it in a corner somewhere. I really like this thing. And the poles stay in place. They don't go anywhere. There's a rubberish, plasticish type of handle. The handle itself is, since I measured everything, let me measure that. Just in case you want to know that. Some people do, some people do. It's about 3 inches long. The end of this rubber handle end is here. It's not much. See that? That's pretty cool. I like it. So let's try it out. We're going to roll it out to the lawn and see how it works. Now, this works typically like a jack that you would use. So, like my jack here, I would use one of these poles here to bring this up and down. And then, when you need to relieve pressure to bring down the vehicle, in the jack, you would turn this thing here. It would have at the end here, you would put it in. Let me see, this one right here. Okay, I have a bunch of them. So this one right here is for this one. So when you lift up the vehicle, the jack goes up, lifts up the car, and then to lower the vehicle, there's a little notch right there. You put that in here, turn it left, and it lets go of the pressure buildup to raise the car, and it allows the car to go down. And then to pump it up again to raise the car, you turn it right to keep the pressure within the jack. So this item works the same way, but one of the nice things is that the release of pressure is a handle. So I'm going to be tightening it to have the pressure so that we can split wood, and then to reduce the pressure, to allow this to come back, to retract, you would turn it left, and that would reduce the pressure to allow it. So, example, so my son's gonna simulate pumping it, and you're gonna see the jack. It's one after another, son, not at the same time. So you do one, because only one works at a time. You see it moving forward like that? Awesome. And now, to release the pressure, to bring it back so that you can split another piece of wood, son, turn that knob left. You'll see it coming back. And what's causing the retraction, no, just once, that's it, it should come back. It should come back. Yep, there it is. Well, these springs are supposed to bring it back right away, so I had to push that with my hand, so let's hope we don't have to keep doing that. So let's try it out on a piece of wood. So the portability of this, even though it's very heavy, is pretty cool because it has wheels right there. They're metal wheels, so they shouldn't wear at all. They're solid metal wheels, and it makes it easier to transport. You grab it by the handle in the front, and you pull it alongside your lawn. It's not, it's heavy, it's not difficult to do. Now let's grab some pieces of wood and try out the splitter. Manual log, 10-ton log splitter. This is wood that's burned on the outside, on the outdoor fire pit. Son, go. Are you getting some exercise?
Yeah.
So it's, let's see how long it takes to split it. Go ahead, keep going. It's been 30 seconds so far. Hey, I can already hear cracking.
I think this is the outer shell.
You could just do one also, if you want. There it is, it's cracking right in the middle. Okay, keep going. As fast as you can do it. almost there. Hold on one. So that one took a little while, so let's retract it. Turn this left. Now it came back all the way. So we're gonna do a contest?
I think you have to extend it pretty far for it to go back all the way.
Yeah, so my son and I, we're gonna take this one, we're gonna split it again, we're gonna do competition. You ready? So my son will go first, see how long it takes him. Same piece of wood split in half, we're gonna split it in a quarter. Go. I shouldn't have retracted it all the way, but we'll make it fair by retracting it when I go. So let me even it out. Go ahead.
This one I can just grab.
No. Yeah, we're doing a contest. Yep, okay. 46 seconds. All right, now retract it for it to be fair. Okay, now my turn. Got it? Can I do both? Let me see. No, it's only one at a time. Okay, and so we're gonna call it a tie between my son and I with that. So it takes about just under a minute. It looks like about 40 seconds to split a piece of wood, depending on the thickness. It might take a minute and a half each. Now you get some exercise. Now, depending on the sizes of the wood, I wouldn't retract it all the way. Maybe just retract a little bit, and then tighten it up so that way it's already set for the next piece of wood if it's that size. Let's do another couple of pieces of wood, and then we'll end. All right, starting to rain now, so we're gonna end the video here, but let's just do one piece of log just to mention what you should do is always wear protective gear, glasses. You should wear long pants. I just explained that to my son, just in case. Hat, glasses, you know, take the protections, gloves. But this has been working really, really well. I'm very satisfied. After we got used to it, you get a hand on it. So my son and I, he takes one side, I take the other, and it's been splitting each piece of wood within 20 to 30 seconds. So that's pretty cool if we're working together with two people. You know, one go after the other instead of one person. so that helps to speed it up. You can do it with one hand, it works really well. Since I'm not going to be doing this religiously, I'm just going to be doing this sporadically, like I said earlier. It works really, really well. So let's just split one more piece of wood. And again, you bring it back until the piece of wood, so that you don't have to start from the get-go. You get it to the point of the length of the piece of wood, which works very well. You don't have to use both handles, you could just use one. I really like it. And it goes pretty fast. Look at that, it's already split. All right, is that 5 seconds? So the longest time actually is if you retract this so far back and you got to start all over again. Getting it up there takes a long time, about 10 seconds. So to prevent that, just bring the piece of, just bring the hydraulic system back there up to the, just retract it up to the point of the next log size, so that you don't have to start all over again. And once you put the log in there, once you're going back and forth with the handles, all you're doing is actually splitting the log instead of getting that piece all the way up to where the log is. So I'm very happy with it. It works really well, and it's a definite keeper. It is very heavy, so be careful, don't drop it on your toes. And I'm very satisfied with it. Another Harbor Freight tool that I love Harbor Freight, and hopefully I get many, many, many years out of this. I really like it. Cost $139. I bought it at the Wilkes-Barre, or Wilkes-Barre, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, in Pennsylvania, Harbor Freight, and I'm very happy with it. All right, so I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. Thank you. Bye.